Section 8.1, Length. There are 12 inches in 1 foot, 3 feet in 1 yard, and 5,280 feet in 1 mile. Determine how many feet are in 18 inches. In other words, convert 18 inches to feet. The best way to solve this is to set up a proportion. Inches to feet equals inches to feet. We know that there are 12 inches in 1 foot, and we're going to set that equal to 18 inches over x feet. Then to solve for x, we cross multiply. So 12 times x equals 18 times 1. Our equation is 12x equals 18. To solve for x, divide both sides of the equation by 12. So x equals 18 over 12, which reduces to 3/2, or 1.5 feet. Convert 2 miles to yards. We know that there are 5,280 feet in a mile, and to convert feet to yards, we divide by 3. So we know that there are 1,760 yards in 1 mile. We can now set up a proportion. 1 mile over 1,760 yards equals 2 miles over x yards. Cross multiply and we get 1 times x equals 2 times 1,760. So x equals 3,520 yards. Convert 40 inches to feet. We know that there are 12 inches in 1 foot, so we can set that equal to 40 inches over x feet. Cross multiply and you get 12x equals 40. Divide both sides by 12 and we get x equals 40 over 12, which reduces to 10/3 or 3 1/3 feet. Convert 14 feet to yards. We know that there are 3 feet in 1 yard, so we can set that equal to 14 feet over x yards. Cross multiply and you get 3x equals 14. Divide both sides by 3 and we get x equals 14/3, which converts to 4 2/3 yards. Convert 3 1/2 yards to inches. We know that there are 12 inches in 1 foot and there are 3 feet in 1 yard, which means that there are 36 inches in 1 yard. All you do is multiply 12 by 3. So if 1 yard has 36 inches, we set that equal to 3.5 yards over x inches. Cross multiply and we get 1x equals 126 inches. Convert 2,640 yards to miles. We know that there are 5,280 feet in 1 mile, and if we divide 5,280 by 3, we end up with 1,760 yards in 1 mile. So we can set it up as 1,760 yards over 1 mile equals 2,640 yards over x miles. Cross multiply and you get 1,760x equals 2,640. Divide both sides by 1,760 and we get x equals 1.5 or 1.5 miles. Convert 17 inches to feet and inches. You have to determine how many feet you can take out of 17 inches. Well, there are 12 inches in 1 foot, 24 inches in 2 feet, etc. So you can only take 1 foot out of 17 inches. What's left over is 5 inches. So 17 inches converts to 1 foot, 5 inches. Convert 31 feet to yards and feet. Let's do the same thing that we did in the previous problem. There are 3 feet in 1 yard, 6 feet in 2 yards, etc. Let's go down to 30 feet in 10 yards, 33 feet in 11 yards, and so on. So the most number of yards we can take from 31 feet are 10. So there are 10 yards in 31 feet, and we have 1 foot left over. So it converts to 10 yards, 1 foot. Find the sum of 4 feet 4 inches and 1 feet 11 inches. Line up feet and line up inches and add. You get 5 feet 15 inches. But you can take 1 foot or 12 inches out of 15 inches with 3 inches left over. So add 1 to 5 feet to get 6 feet, and we simply have 3 inches left over. Subtract 9 feet 6 inches minus 3 feet 8 inches. Line up the feet in inches, so we have 9 minus 3, which gives us 6 feet, and we have 6 inches minus 8 inches, which does not work. So what we need to do is borrow 12 inches or 1 foot from 9 feet and move it into the 6 inches. So we're going to subtract 1 foot or 12 inches from 9, and we're going to add 1 foot or 12 inches to 6. So 9 becomes 8, and 6 becomes 18 because we're adding 12 inches to 6 inches. We are now ready to subtract, so we have an answer of 5 feet 10 inches. Multiply 3 yards 2 feet times 4. You could write it out this way: 3 yards 2 feet plus 3 yards 2 feet plus 3 yards 2 feet plus 3 yards 2 feet. You end up with 12 yards 8 feet, or you could simply multiply both the 3 and the 2 by 4. So you end up with 12 yards 8 feet. Now, we can simplify this further because 8 feet has 2 yards in it. 2 yards is equivalent to 6 feet. So if we add 2 yards onto the 12 yards we already have, we end up with 14 yards, and we have exactly 2 feet left over once we take the 6 feet out of it. Find the quotient of 4 feet 3 inches and 3. Just like multiplication, where you multiply each part by a number, with a quotient or division, you divide each part by the number. So you're going to divide the feet, which is 4, by 3, and the inches, which is 3, also by 3. 4/3 gives us 1 1/3 feet, and 3/3 gives us exactly 1 inch. So at this point we have 1 1/3 feet, and we have 1 inch. Now, 1/3 of a foot is 4 inches, because 4 inches plus 4 inches plus 4 inches does give us a full foot. So if you cut 12 inches into thirds, you'd take 4 inches for every third. So 1 foot 4 inches plus 1 inch gives us a final answer of 1 foot 5 inches. A concrete block is 9 inches high. How many rows of blocks are required to build a retaining wall that is 6 feet high? Well, we need to figure out how many inches we need. There are 12 inches in 1 foot. Let's set that equal to x inches in 6 feet. Cross multiply, and we get x equals 72 inches. 72 inches are needed for the wall, and each row is 9 inches high, which means that we need 72 over 9, or 8 rows.